Henry G, and Alex.
Thank you so much, Trace. Yes, Team Liquid versus HellRaisers. It is our only delectable treat today. We're going to be starting with a bang, though. It is that underdog story. You can see the separation. There's ranks on your screens. I don't think anything else has to be said. The desk have got it covered. Hank loves Vertigo, though. He's been grinding in the matchmaking. You ready to watch it? Ready to cast it?
I am so ready, Alex. I want to see what HellRaisers are bringing to the table today. The problem is, they talked about Oscar, the star potential, the AWP of this squad. We're playing Vertigo first. The AWP can't have a massive amount of impact. But HellRaisers will be starting on the CT side. Whether that bodes well for them, I'm not so sure. A lot of people saying it's a T-sided affair right now. And look at the tactical purchase coming in from Team Liquid here. We've got Molotovs, smokes, flashbangs. It's quite rare to see double Molotovs on a T-side pistol. So I'm interested to see where they go with this one. I assume towards that A side, Alex, and just double Molotoving all the key positions. You've got the Goblin box at the back. You've got the bomb site itself. And we'll see how this one goes down as they start to head towards the scaffolding.
Does look rather similar to the way FaZe were approaching this. If I'm correct, we are going to be seeing the smoke come in towards that gap in the wood. I bite my tongue and bated breath just because I see Stewie still lingering towards B. Naf responsible for middle, and a change of plans from Team Liquid. The initial glance towards A, and now Lowell does seem to have sniffed this out because he's rotating. And now they start their approach towards the B side. There are two to receive.
Well, here we go then. Execution. Smoke just to remove vision from the CTs there. Molotovs to follow up, so it will be this B finish. You can see them just checking out the window position. It's Angel, though, from the catwalk. He'll get the first. That's a lead going down. Here are those Molotovs he spoke about. They're not super effective. Lau's absolutely fine with that, but maybe not with the shot coming through. He will be fighting back. A lovely little position there to actually look over the bomb site. We'll see if the plant can come through, but it looks like HellRaisers got this one tied up. 4 versus 2, Alex, but there is a slight backstab from Nafly. Could be the double kill, but he can't quite get the timing right. He's going to leave Twist in an almost impossible situation. Great hold from HellRaisers there. The B bomb site, difficult with those USPs to hold on to.
Yeah, they had a lovely crossfire. Angel, he was just playing in that tight corner, and it meant that all Lowell had to do was just tap him on the cross. Admittedly, he missed the first shot, cost him his teammate's life, but he made up for it. Nice little double, and we have the first round on the board for HellRaisers with their curveball Vertigo pick. I mean, that's the dream start.
Well, this is what I've been saying throughout the last couple of months. Vertigo, we haven't seen much of it, but it's starting to sneak through now, and it makes sense. If you're an underdog squad, you want to be throwing in Vertigo. Sure, Team Liquid are playing it, but they're not going to be well-versed in it, right? They're not going to be super comfortable like an Inferno, for example, so you could catch them off guard. HellRaisers, I would say, had to win the pistol, which they have. We've got Oscar bringing out the Nova shotgun, bit of a blast from the past there, and there will be no force buy at all from Team Liquid, so they're going to buy up into the next round here. Just a deagle for Twists, and we'll see whether that's going to be enough as he waits for his opportunity to strike. There it is. CT spotted. This will be Nuki with the initial peek, and he's just holding back. He knows it's an eco here. They don't want to overcommit or risk giving up a rifle.
Yeah, I mean, they've actually invested quite heavily straight into this one. You got the AUG on Issa, Angel, M4 for Nuki. That's a lovely little boost to find the head, and my goodness, the right weapon, the right angle. Just not quite the connection he was looking for.
They're just waiting for mistakes here for CTs, right? Anyone to be a little bit impatient. But HellRaisers, they know they can't afford to give up a single frag in these scenarios. No bloodlust required. This hold back, and this is a lovely setup. I love what I'm seeing right now. I feel like this will be a clean sweep for HellRaisers. Shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. Twist is very good. The Diva, we can see there's no opportunities, but there's one. Oh, the shotgun against another opposition. It's going to do so much work. And he's the AWPer as well, remember. $900 per kill with that weapon. And he can hold on to it to the next round, but he could upgrade to the AWP right here, right now. I would say that's the better approach, considering you've got a very talented sniper, but I know this dude. He doesn't like to upgrade that weapon. He will be staying on the shotgun. I think he is he's certainly a specialist, I would say.
He just printed $1,800. He's not getting rid of that. He's keeping that 3D printer in his garage, and he's going to try it again. So take a look at the range of this. That's a lovely little headshot, but it is, I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's a distance. No helmet, no Kevlar, of course, but quick dispatch with that shotgun, and now weapons are in the hands of Liquid, and perhaps the pace being picked up a little bit. Naf has been lingering at spawn for the smoke. It lands, and so do 2 shots. Elysian Stewie already starting with a bang.
Now, this is what the analysts are talking about. In terms of fragging pound for pound, Liquid just have them beat in almost every single facet. The shotgun, that's not really ideal, to be honest with you, Alex. it's not going to be the best weapon to try and take Unleash down in a 1 versus 1. He's got the AK. So a fast B approach there. You can see very clean kills coming in from Liquid. Didn't seem like there was much execution in terms of strategy deployed, but we have the smoke towards window here to stop CT rotation. That doesn't quite land. It might still be fine, I suppose.
It'll be great screen as they jump through.
Maybe that could be the case. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's still intimidating to jump through regardless. But if that's the way it's supposed to be thrown, that's really cool. But a couple of kills coming back in favor. I don't think the rounds will be unless Issa can really step up here. He's got his work cut out for him. Org in hand, and in terms of kits, they've got those, and an incendiary. That'll be thrown towards the catwalk, I'd imagine, if they go for it. Looks like Issa's going to back off and let Liquid have this round.
Just going to have to concede. There's just so much value lost if they had to go at this one. Admittedly, they're probably not quite aware of just how low Stewie and Elise are.
Of course.
Could have turned up the tempo a little bit. They've got mollies for corners, a smoke on the bomb. There's pressure that could have been applied, but erring on the side of caution, that's going to be Liquid's first round. As soon as the weapons are in their palms, they find their first.
Absolutely true. But remember, that's HellRaisers coming into the round with a mixture of FAMAS's shotguns.
A bit of a bonus.
Exactly. So Oscar now can definitely afford to bring out a rifle or the AWP. Now, I'm very interested to see how he's going to operate with his playstyle, which is known to be aggressive and quite flamboyant at times, whether he can actually make that work on a map like Vertigo. I haven't seen many AWPs really pop off yet. There's definitely opportunity to sit back and get a couple of kills here or there just to kind of find those opening kills. But whether he can really be aggressive here, that's what I want to know. So he'll be flashing towards the A ramp and holding towards that position, and he might get a bit of action here. We will find out as we enter round number 4. It's 2-1 for HellRaisers, but Liquid looking very sharp in the previous round.
Interestingly enough, Liquid haven't necessarily been posturing as heavily towards A as most at the start of their Vertigo. You can see there's a bit of a 3-man B lean bomb at spawn. Oscar's going to get a bit of a face full of information towards JCB if Twist continues to cross, and he does. Shuts him down. Flash does nothing, enables him to escape, and that's also the knowledge there's one more down there.
Yeah, lovely shot from him. That's what I wanted to see. I guess that answers the question. What kind of angles is he going to hold? Or apparently he'll push down that A ramp, get a kill and fall back. That's absolutely beautiful. I could funnel him all the way towards the B side because you don't want to challenge him anymore. And speaking of which, there's the hole in the door. That's shot on purpose by the CTs. They need an opener inwards, and you get a nice, real strong hold from the hole in the door there. So we're going to have a 5-on-4, and we'll finish up towards the B bomb site. We'll see if this is going to work out for Liquid. They are waiting for the final commitment here. No bomb picked up just yet, so you might be waiting another 10 seconds or so as Nitro recovers it.
Now he's got it. He's been lining up this Molotov. Same from the pistol. I imagine that's going to go towards the quad corner.
That's a nice one as well, isn't it?
Does force Angel out straight into the crosshairs of Nitro. That's gone so well for the North American side. Still 4v4, but the bomb site now being taken. Oscar, he's on the scene, only briefly. Stewie ensures that is a brief visit. But Lau, he's been consistent. Did it on the pistol. Can he clear the site again? 3v3.
Well, he's holding the server position for now, and they do have the kits available. Problem is no utility to follow it up. And Naf, oh, that's some nasty flanks coming through. He's going to get Issa down.
They're out.
Yeah, I feel they have to be at this point. It's a very difficult bomb site to retake, especially if you have the incendiary. You can throw it towards Catwalk, for example. You can eradicate some of those risks. But right now, I don't think this is a viable one for them, especially if they can get that AWP back in their hands. Oscar, famously, especially in mouse sports, was known for his heroic plays of a single AWP and 4 USPs. He could win rounds single-handedly. Yeah. So I'm not sure Vertigo lends itself to that sort of play, but we saw that aggressive pick towards A. It doesn't win them the round, but it bodes well for his future. It kind of gets his confidence going. He knows he can find some picks, and so whether he goes towards A ramp is yet to be seen. I really want to see someone go for a crazy play, dropping down the elevator shaft. Maybe not with an AWP, that wouldn't be ideal, but when these sort of rounds you saved in AK, you've got an AWP, money's not ideal, you're probably going to take an eco around this. I want to see some creative sort of innovations brought in.
Yeah, middle does seem a little unloved, doesn't it? It's like the middle child of Vertigo.
That Molotov, remember that one, ladies and gents. So when Nitro just through, that kind of blocks off the catwalk area, quad, and the bomb site itself. Right, that's really insane.
Oh!
That's more like it.
It's exactly what you wanted. Issa so close to dispatching of Twist. Oscar gets away as his comrade falls. Now, not a weapon for him to retrieve off of that one. Issa, he died so aggressively that that's just highly unlikely.
So there's Angel. He's trying to look through if anyone's going to be peeking towards his position at catwalk, but Stewie very aware of it. He gets the kill, 4 versus 3, but Oscar alive and well. He's got 90 HP, got the opening kill there, and that's what we wanted to see. It's difficult to find those aggressive picks, and like you said, mid, not really utilized by the T's that much, but that round they really tried to challenge it, ran into the AWP, but for now we will have 4 Liquid players making their way towards the B bomb site. Smoke deployed, same Molotov as well. Did they? Was that a CT Molotov?
A T Molotov.
They really didn't. Okay, I think it's a jump throw he does. I think he forgot to jump. I think he just threw it straight into their step. I assume that's what happened, because the CTs, I don't think, were the ones to throw that.
No, and they've saved so many rounds now. It's an all too familiar situation for HellRaisers. 2 rounds out of 2 so far. This could be the 3rd, and it does look like it's going to be the case already. You can see them kind of hanging out at spawn, looking indecisive, hoping Nuki finds a way in, and he does. Time starting to tick.
They've got 2 smokes here. Surprised they haven't been deployed at all. You could throw them either side of the server and not even have these duels, Alex, as the retake does come in. And it's going to be a chance here for the CTs, but it's starting to dwindle now. The AWP not known for his close-range efforts. The defuse will come in. A nice kill from Naf as he denies the defuse and indeed the round. Oscar, he'll be lucky to save the AWP at this point as he tries to escape the blast. It looks like he'll be okay in that respect. And will be around for Liquid, but a costly one. And a decent attempt from HellRaisers. It got very, very close, but Naf with that 1 kill in the 1 versus 2 was enough to guarantee the bomb explosion.
HellRaisers, though, despite losing and conceding these rounds, they're keeping the AWP. That's twice now they've managed to save it.
Yeah, it enables them to actually get a decent buy now. That was not an investment. Remember, they saved the AK and the AWP, so this was the opening kill. Nothing too flashy, but hits the shot he really had to. This was the missed Molotov, I believe.
That's the good one, I think.
Bounced off a teammate. So it was this one over here.
Yes.
So they did throw it towards a bomb, so it bounced off the back. So it wasn't misthrown, it was just a little bit awkward with the timings. Oscar back towards middle, this time probing a little bit further. He's got his teammate to throw the incendiary to allow him to push around this corner. So that's really cool. It means the AKs can't be a massive issue, but that shot is. That's an incredibly difficult one. As Nafly with a MAC-10, he has given the information that Oscar's middle. For me now, you're probably making your way towards A pretty quickly and trying to lock off that lobby position.
Making your way downtown.
This might be the case here. Good nades. They've seemed to have all their HEs and Molotovs perfect here. Goblin Box taking a lot of damage there for Nuki.
Does seem to be his starting point in their default CT setup. Nitro and Twists just playing the anti-flash position. We're taking it in turns to just have a little look. You're absolutely right, Henry. It does look like A is going to be the hit. 60 seconds, though. There's no rush.
Absolutely not. A lot of work to do on the CT side, and you do not want to challenge those angles. That's why this A bomb site is quite controversial right now. CTs, especially with M4s, can't really afford to take those sort of picks because you need information, right? But you can't really get it because the angles aren't that favorable. You're showing your head against AKs, against the #1 team in the world right now, and they're known for their aim, and it's demonstrated right there. Oscar's fantastic, but like I said, 1 kill a round, that's about where you're aiming for with an AWP on Vertigo, unfortunately. There's nothing to do with his skill or potential. It's just very difficult to have multiple fragging opportunities. He'll hold the sniper deck for now, but he'll have to fall back and save that AWP once again, Alex.
Yeah, back to back to back to back.
All the
Keeping that saved. And actually, maybe I should just be a little quiet before I use the SAVE word. Because there is Naf, and he has got a MAC-10. He's got nothing to lose, and that's a dangerous combination, especially with aim like his.
He's got to wait for the explosion to go off to kind of shroud the door sound. There you go. And now he wants to jump through, so he's just trying to use the sound to his benefit. Ooh. It was a nice idea, but MAC-10 unable to find the damage. If anything, is actually kind of beneficial. Might sound weird, but he wants a rifle now, right? So he'll have a full array of that. It's not the kill he wanted, but that was a cool little trick.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, so as soon as the bomb goes off, obviously no sound could be heard. Open the door, swing around, even march your footsteps. This is a shot from Twist. He was ready for that. We're calling it Goblin Box, that one right now, because you and I call it matchmaking. Going to make it a thing.
Yeah,
Just going to
like
make it my thing.
Goblin, there it is.
Goblin Box at the back right there.
Nuki was, he's default playing towards Goblin Box. He's
look at those Molotovs. That's a great execution. They got Molotovs at Goblin, smoke towards the sniper deck, and smokes and Molotovs towards lobby as well. It's pretty crazy as we have the AWP out. Remember, saved again. And they're pushing towards middle, but Nat's got a great spot. That's a really dirty one. So the fact you're on the steps, you can just keep crouching and not present yourself at all, get a kill. That's a strong spot. I like that.
And that's some strong aggression from Nuki. He stands for a second. He's done damage to Twists. Wow. Does quite a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Take a look at Liquid's health bars, but unfortunately 2 versus 4.
That's such a brutal combo. The smoke to the night vision, then the Molotov to flush it out as well. Like that position, you can't even play there anymore. Like, you're done.
Oscar has to get more than one hit. The flex doesn't connect, and now he's going to be pressured from the other side. He's going to be pushed. This is the brutality of not only Twist, but Vertigo. You tell me where you are, I've got 2 ways to attack you, and you have to hold one.
Yeah, if anything, that hole was designed to help CTs out, but when you're isolated on the bomb site, you've now gotten 2 points of access for the Ts to jump up. So I'm not really sure that the hole really helped things out too much. The initial utility exchange, sure. If you have everything on the CT side, maybe you can drop the smokes down the Molotovs, you can fend them off. But if you're on a difficult buy, rounds like that can and will happen.
So here's the conversation.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yes, in that situation, when you are holding on the site, it's difficult. Sure. What about, starting to spice it up with some CT ramp aggression early? You smoke it, you take that control. Is that a conversation worth having?
Absolutely. We just need to have the full buy first.
Right.
Like, this is just saved orbs and a couple of scrappy SMGs.
Deagle on Nuki.
You do need the full array of utility. You need the double incendiaries, you need the smokes, you need the flashbangs, and ideally get Oscar controlling the forklift position while your teammates push down, aim for the frag, then fall back. You just want to shove them away from the A side. They cannot have a default full control towards ramp. With the execution potential we've seen from Liquid, spot on. Like, there's nothing you can do to even stop that. So you need to go for those early kills to try and shut them down. And
something that I'm starting to realize now is as double AWP comes in from HellRaisers, worth mentioning.
Oh, here we go.
What's happening here? Some cones, I think.
I think some cones fell over.
Some cones fell over. It's aggressive in middle, and it's going to go straight back and forth. And I imagine Naf's going to have the expectation of a second in middle. It has been a bit of a duo. Issa and Oscar have been, well, intermittently successful. Look at Stewie walking into the site, and Lau's going to punish that.
Yeah, Lau's been playing that server position pretty much every round. He's found a kill almost every time, so it's not bad. So advantage now, quite a big one. 4 versus 3 with Naf down to 13. Molotov deployed towards the side itself, and Lau looks very comfortable with it. They'll boost up towards window, and that you don't necessarily have to commit to it. You can just peek middle from this, but Naf will jump through. Oh, the timing is just brutal for Oscar. You can see it's a very difficult map on the CT side. Yeah.
Nuki was holding middle. He just falls off to spawn. Now Lau's going to be tested. He's going to be tested in a big way. He knows they're on the other side. He just lost a teammate to the boost to his left, and now Naf from behind. Liquid destabilizing. Lau can fight right back, though. He does manage to reposition and get another bomb loose. That's huge from Lau. And Naf, yes, he's on for the ace, but he's got 13 points of health. And that's the end of that. No necessary talk of the health. It's a headshot from Lau. Finishes it off nicely, and HellRaisers managed to just find the first round in some time. They break the spree from Liquid. That's 5 in a row from the North Americans, and now this international roster fight back.
You're absolutely right. They did break the spell, but only one player survives, right? And it was a really scrappy finish as well. So they are going to have money, recovers the AWP, but will they have all the utility? That's what I want to know. Actually looks pretty good, as Lau finishes things off. He really had to go with some individual heroics there. It looked like Naf, again, had really penetrated the back door, and it was the flank that really worked out for him. Just going to leave that one there, Alex?
Yeah, I think.
He's going to leave it?
I think I'm just going to keep going.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, there's nothing I could say that you haven't done already right there. Yeah, it's all done. It's all done, man.
It's all there.
It's all there.
The writing's on the wall.
The ingredients are there. And Stewie's doing it again, this time with smoke to cover. He got caught off guard by Lau just the round prior. And speaking of the devil, he's holding it again. He's about to be tested in a much bigger way, though. Molly forces him to fight, and fight he does, just the one. Elige fights back, and now Oscar, he's in a tight spot. He has to catch them on the cross, and he did. Elige gone, bomb likely to go down, as does Issa, actually. The bullets connecting. On connector, catches the nade, doesn't stop Oscar fighting, and fight he does so damn hard. 3 in the round from Oscar, close quarters with the AWP.
Yeah, I felt like that was a little bit sloppy from Liquid. They're taking unnecessary fights, and I think they were just trying to trade out the AWP, but Oscar, he's one of those snipers that can keep up with the rifles in terms of the close range proximity duels, so that was very, very good. Oscar, I'm surprised. I had the question mark around whether the AWP could have huge impacts on this map, especially. Sure. In the right hands, it seems absolutely. That was very, very nice from Oscar. Around they desperately needed as they attack the B side again. A couple of holes in the fence from Liquid there. I feel like the smokes were underutilized. The peaks were a little bit too much. They're hitting all of their shots right now, maybe a bit too confident and overstepped the mark. I didn't expect this sort of play from Oscar, though, to fair play. First shot pretty standard by him, but it really gets exciting at this stage. The fact that he gets naded, keeps on going, and this third kill, boom. What are you going to do about that? Now trying to get a trade, perfectly acceptable move.
He's doing everything right, sure.
But Oscar just nails it. Oh, they're not checking. Hello.
Ooh, dear, the new spray control only gets him 2. We could have got more. Still unfamiliar territory. 4 players that have spent so many hours with a different weapon on the CT side, and he had the SG. I mean, that's even more different. He through the smoke does manage to land a Desert Eagle bullet, 50 caliber to the belly button, but doesn't finish him off. Fortunately, Naf can convert, and now just Nitro, 1v3 with that Desert Eagle. He's only got a kill to his name, so he'd have to go rather wild. Break the mold, no Kevlar, no hope. Does find an SG. Hasn't lost any health just yet. The molly is going to force him into an awkward fight, though, unless he can find cover. And this is a problem. Talk of cover. There's... Oh. Hang on.
Oh. Oh dear. I think he's done forward. The flank coming around from Oscar, that's enough. A brave one with the AWP on your back, but one he absolutely nails. We're going to tie things up at 5-5 here.
Can I explain the O?
Yeah,
I just realized from that position now, because of that, the change to the wooden wall, you've got a very scary CT threat from both sides of that wall, and your ramp flank. You've got a lot of scary things.
So the flashbang gets Angel completely, so fair play. He wasn't necessarily in a prime position, but the fact he gets 2 frags, he shuts down any sort of assault they were going to have towards A. The sandbag, a very interesting position. We've seen some very cool plays in this tournament with the double stack there, trying to suggest there's only one on the other side. We have got Nafly, who has been a bit of a menace towards middle. Oh, Oscar's not ready for it. That's what we call an off angle. So a position you can't really pre-fire, and you stand there hoping they maybe overcommit to a certain position exactly like that, and Naf is just a master of that sort of play. He takes a lot of damage, but Nuki should be taken down here. I would say that's round 4 on 2. Stewie holding towards the B side for any sort of rotations. Listening out for sound cues mainly. He might have heard one because he's making his way towards B. He's called it that he feels that the rotations are enough for his teammates to maybe come back here as they throw through. Just kind of smokes, flashbangs, just to suggest, yes, we're definitely committing towards A, but I don't think they will. The bomb should be making its way back towards B at this point.
Yeah, if Stewie was on TeamSpeak right now, he's going, yo, B's clear, bro.
Would he say like that?
That's what he said. That's what he just said.
Yo, bro, B's clear.
Yo, bro, B's clear.
To be fair, I can't imagine that.
That's exactly what he just said.
Yeah.
That's what Nitro said. Man, a few words, but those words have led Liquid to climb the Counter-Strike ladder to the very tippy top. Hot prospects for the finals in this event.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But find themselves in the lower bracket, Henry. A slip-up versus North.
That was in the initial best of 1 stages. It was on Dust 2, 16-13. A surprising result for sure. But North, they've looked decent, right? Remember, they had FaZe on the ropes, 3-map affair yesterday.
Yeah.
This is the best looking North I've seen in about a year and a half, I would say. Like in its early stages with Valda coming in and finally seeing some great work from AZ as well. He's looking really sharp. Gade's looking good. So just to know, like, they're not a team that like you would expect.
Credit's being given everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So like it's congratulations to them for looking so sharp this tournament. But 6-5 Liquid, they are in the lower bracket indeed. This is an elimination game. I should reiterate that. It's a best of 3. First map. No surprises, Vertigo. I said this is really the main tactic of the underdogs there. You want to force these top teams into a map they might not be so comfortable on. It seems like Liquid certainly have all their executions down, but there's only so much theory you can do. You need to play the map a lot to know all its tendencies and all the vulnerabilities, especially against a team you've not played before, like HellRaisers, who are changing things up with that aggression of the AWP, which is landing a lot of shots.
Lower bracket round 2 is where we find ourselves now, and interestingly enough, should Liquid overcome HellRaisers here, for a spot in the playoffs, it would be North or MIBR. That game is live as well simultaneously. They could have that rematch in a best of 3 world.
That's a great game as well going on. There's a lot of great CS today.
Still, Naf gone down early, and with the bomb loose, it does look like Liquid are going to just hope and pray that Nuki wants to toe that line. He has been aggressive towards this ramp side, and with the man advantage, perhaps that's enough to put a bit of a collar on him.
I'd say that's looking good for Nuki right now. He's got a nice angle. He probably has a second kill on the cards here. You can see grenades coming through. Doesn't seem to phase him at all. He's still got the majority of his health. He has a smoke if he feels any danger, but there it is. So it feels like they might be pushing forward. So he just drops a smoke to take away vision on that really strong position for the terrorist on the ramp, but he didn't account for the AWP. This boost is very common, but if you time it well, it can be powerful. Stewie goes down, and the spam continues, but no damage landed. It's going to be HellRaisers with the man advantage for now. 4 versus 3, but they only have a single flashbang now. I don't know where that's going to go. So that's just to be okay. It's a straight up smoke to kind of block off the auto connector. I thought that was going to fly across the map. What's he lining up here?
But you can see the combination. They've put a Molotov, so you can't even push through that smoke without burning your toes. Doesn't stop the frags from coming in, though. Just one from Angel on Goblin Box, and now 2 of them stacked up where that smoke, when now the molly has faded, they can push it, and Nitro, not long for this world. We have ourselves a 6-6. It's got to be a lot of credit given, I guess, to HellRaisers.
Yes.
The fact is that T-side on Vertigo, it's leaned that way. It certainly has. It's one of the few maps we've kind of willingly accepted that it is T-sided.
It's such early days, though. Like
at the moment, I mean, ATM,
Yeah,
it's a bit T-sided.
In the map right now, there's such in its infancy. Like no one really knows. Like we only see the tournament 2 or 3 times, and teams don't exactly look prepared on it. Liquid certainly have their strategies down, but it seems like there's obviously they're getting caught off guard as surprises, and obviously this kind of aggressive playstyle of HellRaisers. But I'm enjoying it so far. It seems like it plays quite nicely at this point. A lot of mixture in terms of the setup from the CTs there. They recover with a boost. We saw that boost a few times in this tournament, but if you time it well in the mid rounds, it doesn't necessarily have to be an opening kill. You do it afterwards, and they're just moving into position, steal away a kill on the AWPer, drop down. That's very powerful indeed. So it looks like the Team Liquid will be onto a partial buy here. We've got Deagle, CZs, Nitro stays on the Glock, suggests he might bring out the AWP next round. It's Stewie that's been kind of using the AWP a lot more these days, especially on maps like Mirage, but I feel like Nitro might be going for that next round. We'll see if he wants to mix things up. There's a smoke to block the gap in the wall, and for now, Nuki back at that Goblin box, but there has been a lot of pressure towards that position with the Molotovs, and they still have smokes, flashes, mollies available.
So in response of the sandbag molly from Nuki, he smokes the site. He's hoping for them to kind of just push in enough to walk into the guillotine that is... Oh my goodness, Nitro's already on the site. He can get this bomb down. That's a dream scenario. Nitro, he's got the digits done. And Twister's got a frag. Things starting to come unraveled. Oscar, it's not ideal. There's still smoke obscuring his vision. Deagle's across the board, CCs. Nitro does get caught. Nice work from Lau, clearing his corners, but they play the after plant at a distance. The pressure's on HellRaisers. They have to close this gap. Yeah, sure, you're getting info. They know Oscar's there. They know there's bodies coming towards the site, but no one's touched the bomb yet. Now the smoke comes in. Now Liquid have to start the push, but look at the time.
Yeah, the problem is they've smoked the bomb, sure, but it means the knife can come out, and that's the problem. Oscar could have defended the defuse there. It's all falling apart. Napfly with a Desert Eagle. Team Liquid have done enough. It wasn't pretty, but they've got the job done. And I have to say, yes, I see what HellRaisers are doing there, but Oscar had them covered from the sniper deck, right? If they went for the defuse, I feel like he could have picked them off one by one. Yeah. They smoked the bomb, and the knives come out, and that's when chaos ensues. That was super fun to watch there. Whoa. But Liquid do pull it off, and you could see there was a few nightmare situations for HellRaisers. It was Nuki who tried to run in and deny the plant initially. That cost him his life as the flashbang came in. It was really unfortunate timing. They smoked the bomb with a full defuse. They had 2 attempts at it, but Napfly jumping through the wall, he'll get 2 kills at the Deagle. The knife was there as well. What a round it was, and it's a victory for Liquid as they take the lead once again, 7-6.
Answers your question as well. Stewie is going to be picking up the old Zoom banger, and Nitro, his saving has gone into the talented Jake Yip. CT Molotov's going to keep this tease from retreating. I say that, Nitro's going to find us a way in. Oscar, it's such a hard line. He's going to have to smoke it. That makes sense. Yep, does deploy it.
You can't get comfortable there either. You've got so many bullets coming your way. You're trying to dodge those, and they've got no utility on the CD side. They have to push. They have to, Alex. They need a kill here, and Oscar knows it. He is so good at making these shots happen, though. Let's see if they're ready for it. Looks like Liquid are in position, but Oscar, he had that. It looked like he did, but Swiss is one of the best riflers in North America. He will find 2 perfect headshots. Clinical work.
Yeah, he is robotic. Yeah. That's quick.
Like, Oscar looked like he knew exactly where he was. I'm going to even pre-fire this dude. And still he goes down.
Yeah, less than a second before those triggers are hit, and Twists, he prevails not once, but twice. And now just Laul and Nissa, they're accepting that this round's probably not going to be going their way. My question is, from the round prior, when Liquid won their naughty round, was Nuki making a mistake pushing
Definitely
that?
not.
I mean, you want to stop that bomb from going down.
It's not a mistake. It's only a conversation. You're right. I would say when you're against Deagles like that, playing as a 5-man retake is the best way to operate. Okay. You can allow a bomb to go down, right? That's not a problem. You got 45 seconds there to get everyone in position. What he did was he jumped in, tried to deny the plant, gives away a rifle, and at that point, then it all spirals because you've lost that advantage, and then you can't actually work methodically like a team, like a proper retake. You could probably smoke off the ramp, Molotov the sandbags, go in together as a 5-man unit. It was just a bit of panic from him, not necessarily a mistake. Sure. If he denies the plant, it looks great. He saves the round. But if he doesn't, in terms of percentages, staying alive was probably the better move.
Interesting. The fact that Liquid got that much ground with very limited utility weaponry It's one to watch again, just to see if there is something you could replicate. If you're a team that wants to be able to get in that bomb down on Ecos, I didn't think Vertigo was a map where you could get away with that.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. You can see he comes through. I don't. Yeah, that flash is what got him. He really got. He would have been fine, I think. Was it? Was it?
It was all Naf. He got the double kill with the Deagle, and he flashed Nuki on the push.
It was super unfortunate. So he probably denies it without that flashbang there, but it still stands. If he just waited for his teammates, they probably win the round overall.
Sure.
But the plant goes through.
But I love that we had that replay. Shout out to you, because we not only that, we've just managed to give all the credit in the right place. Nafi is at the top of the scoreboard. He did save the day with the Desert Eagle frags, and even saved the day with his flashbang before. My goodness, it's back.
It's back, the Nova shotgun, making its second appearance here in round number 15. And it's a lovely one as well. Look at that.
There's a rivalry in the middle.
That's like a Supreme shotgun there. That's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, hype beast for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nav?
He's even showing it off. I like that.
Dude, Nav and Oscar, they've been fighting for middle control, just silently and occasionally. It's been very interesting, excuse the sniff. Last round of this first half, and Stewie's caught Angel again.
So I've always questioned why the T smoked that that shallow, I should say, before the bomb site. It makes so much more sense now. Seeing Stewie's angle there, he's waiting for a mistake towards Catwalk, because that's the only vision they can get right. He's got a strong position behind the girder. That's actually a really intelligent little setup there from Liquid. That's a cool one. Now, we wanted to see this, but it makes noise. Only good for one, I would say. It's going to be Oscar. Decent attempt. You do need a rifle to really get multiple frags. Or a shotgun, you're right. Nuki actually is very good with the Deagle. Only going to get the one. It's now at 3 versus 2. Rifles up, though. Lowell and Issa. I haven't said Lau's name for a while. He did have some very good rounds in that B bomb site, but he's been quiet for a while now.
He stopped coming to his bomb site. Lesson learned, I guess. Issa should catch him. Oh, and that's Famas v AK. Dink for dink. Yeah. Headshot for headshot. One of them's dead. Now just Lau.
He had such a good, string of rounds in that B-bomb site.
12 for 4. Look, he's not seeing any combat.
Yeah, you're right. He just hasn't died at all, but there it is, 9-6. A really fun half to cast for you there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the tactics displayed by Team Liquid and the aggression from Oscar and co. We'll continue the action after this very quick break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the ESL Pro League Season 9 Finals. We're live from Montpellier, and we are into the thick of it. Team Liquid and HellRaisers. One of them is going home at the end of this best of 3. It's the first map, a curveball from HellRaisers, pulling out the Vertigo. And let's see how far it gets them.
Well, 6 rounds to their name so far. Not too bad. They're on the T side now, like we said, considered the more favored side these days, especially this A bomb site. They've got 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs, and I'm assuming it'll be more of the same, smoking towards the lobby, towards Goblin, Molotoving both areas, and we'll see if they can get the opening kills. It'll be Twist to defend it. Here's the first smoke about to be deployed. You can see that opening allows the Molotovs and smokes to be thrown in a much easier manner. Exact same setup as Liquid were doing, so good to see. And we'll see who comes out on top here. Sniper deck will be utilized here, but no initial kills as the bomb is planted.
Well, it looks like we found our default pistol round on Vertigo, or at least these two have. It works perfectly both times. Now, contact's about to happen. Nitro swings on one. Issa's gone. Malcart trading another for Nitro. Nearly a third as well. Stewie will make sure that his work was not in vain. Still a Molotov on Angel's hands, though. He's thrown it a little prematurely, perhaps. No threats on the bomb just yet, but it does keep them at bay, forces some awkward fights. Twist, he profits. Now, Oscar in a 1v1. He's already got 2. He's looking for 3, but the bomb's on his side, man. Twists, he only has to hit 1 shot. He has to hit it fast. No time, no kit. And Oscar saves the day for HellRaisers. That's a sentence I'm familiar with. Yeah. He's done it. 3 in the round on the pistol.
Really, really strong there from Oscar. I enjoyed that a lot. That's both pistol rounds now going in favor of the HellRaisers. Pretty basic execution, like we said, a very good one. Yep. There's smoke towards the back. The Molotov as well make things uncomfortable. No initial kills from the CTs. A clean plant coming through. Nitro almost shut down all of their hopes and dreams there. Couldn't quite get the third, but his teammate converted it. Lovely play from Oscar there in the post-plant situation as we bring out a force buy for Team Liquid.
Lots of utility. I mean, there's intention here. I want to see where they put that for the CT. Trying to keep them at bay in a fight in middle. Does leave Issa's body on the deck. Oscar unable to trade 16-8, by the way. He has had a sensational first half, or with the AWP, no less. I mean, this is not a weapon we've necessarily seen too much of, perhaps even less now he's on the T side. Yeah,
really enjoyed what he's bringing to the table here, and that's no new thing for sure. He always seems to blow my mind in terms of finding opportunities with that AWP. But for now, opening kill for Liquid here, but you can see them falling back. Middle is a position where CTs have limited options, but the fact that you can boost on there as well, that's a lovely position with Nafly CZ already got a kill to his name. He's going to patrol that position alone, it seems. He's not overcommitting. He's just watching the window and any backstabs potentially for his teammates towards A or B, as Nitro will be sat with his smoke, waiting to try and slow them down as much as he can. As soon as he detects threat, he'll drop that smoke as Nuki looks at the opening kill. Not going to get it. There's the smoke. And now they've got to focus on the site through the main choke point here.
Yeah, lots of smokes landing, 2 at the same time. 1 from the CT, that's 3. Angel, quite the opposite of free, forced to back away.
Yeah, this isn't going well for HellRaisers at all. They've now got 1 flashbang, a man disadvantage. Oscar, though, towards middle. He does negate the boosted player. Remember, Nafly was up there, but still giving away a rifle. They'll have to head back towards the B side. And Lee's very aware of a good flashbang to maybe slow them down. Angel quick on the site itself. Ooh. Stewie 2K drop at the Mac 10, but still, I give the advantage to Liquid here.
That AK is giving me anxiety. That clock is giving me it as well. Elige, he's picked it up. He's managed to find the frag, but 10 seconds. They have to get this bomb down. Elige can do it all, but Angel saves the day. That Mac 10, my goodness. Liquid, they were so invested in stopping that bomb, they weren't ready for a Mac 10 finding a double.
That was crazy. What a finish as well. It looked like the AK would have been enough. Low HP there. Comes down to the 1 versus 1. HellRaisers win it, and they're going to buy again. I don't mind this from Liquid, because they know the money's so weak on that HellRaisers side. They might be a little bit too haphazard this round, considering they think it's a full eco. But this is a chance now. If HellRaisers win this round, they'll tie things up at 9-9 and break the money fully of Liquid. So this is a full investment. 1 for mass, MP9, 3 pistols, boost towards middle, and it will be now trying to get that first kill. Damage inflicted with the MP9. Not too much, though. It's Oscar just at 58.
Wow, Naf is so willing to take that fight. He'd already showed. He jumps around, takes the fight, and Issa, 2 rounds in a row, is forced to watch for the majority of the round.
But that's exactly why he does it, I suppose, because you just don't expect anyone to even attempt that again after being spotted with the MP9. He does damage to Oscar, then a boatload more to Issa.
Leaps around to Issa.
Insane.
Oh, I'd be furious. He's peeking it again. What's he doing? That's fantastic.
That's what your team can sound like. He's like, oh, why has he done that to me? It doesn't make any sense. But that's why he's doing it, you know?
It does. It does make sense to him. It makes sense to us with this beautiful observing. Stewie, they've been softened up for this P250, and from the behind. He strikes. He wasn't ready for Angel, didn't know he was there, and so didn't quite profit. But Naf still fragging with this MP9. He's got another one.
This is agonizing to watch HellRaisers.
Hank.
Every time they go into a choke point, they're getting flanked from multiple angles. They're looking towards catwalk, then two players jump in. Oh, it's over. Nafly is just the master of Vertigo. Like, he's everywhere. He's got 3 kills this round.
He was doing those dank flanks in the first half as well. He's opening doors. He's rushing at them. And most of the time, SMG, Mac 10. It does seem like the meta absolutely stays the same, but the preference for some of these weapons is going to shift. People are going to realize that they can get away with a lot with less.
Well, 5-on-1. Remember, this was the Force Buy, a huge gamble from Team Liquid. This is not traditional at all, and I liked it. I thought it was a good idea. In a map like Vertigo, where teams aren't necessarily comfortable holding off anti-ecos, it's not like it's an everyday procedure. And they're trying to kill Nuki after the time now. I think he survives. We will see. He does. So there he goes. He at least keeps the AK, but he gets no extra cash. He can drop a Mac 10 at least, but he's going to focus on utility. His teammates will be force buying as well. So the war of attrition really does start now. 2 Desert Eagles, a Mac 10 for Lau, saved AK for Nuki, and we've got Angel on the CZ. So this is the sort of round, Alex, you need the execution. We need to see something towards B, potentially. All the smokes, the Molotovs to land. We'll see if that's where they want to go.
And what I love about this is you don't always get Counter-Strike games like this, but War of Attrition is such a perfect summary of it. This is when both teams are working so hard. Every round is so close that you just have this brawl of, this time, a whole lot of utility. It's going to be in the hands of HellRaisers. They plan something, and look at Nitro. Does he get mollied?
Do they want to expend the Molotov on him? Because like you said, yes, they have utility, but it's limited. If they throw one towards sandbags, it could be in vain. It wouldn't be this round, and Nitro's throwing in. It looks like he's safe for now. His teammate's going to try and take the aggro for him. It's a multi-frag position if it's overlooked, and Twist is doing everything he can to make sure he won't be taken down here. Still safe from the utility. 3 Molotovs still up, but here comes the execution, and I think they're focusing more on the bomb site and hoping sandbags is clear, Alex.
Look at Nitro's restraint. He knows there's at least 2. He can hear the steps. He's thinking about it. Looks like now is his time to strike. He goes from behind. It's 1, 2, not the third. Tags him up. It's Nuki. Quick with the 180, but the damage is done. Look at Oscar. Look at Nuki. They've got 20 points of health between them, and Issa, the only man feeling healthy, sprightly this morning, he's gone as well. Twists, he's going to dunk on Nuki, and Oscar, the damage done by Nitro is converted by Elige. Was Nap actually catching him on the push, and so 11-8. Liquid, they stand good.
I love that.
That worked out.
Balls of steel instead of the sandbags, and didn't really get checked at all. HellRaisers, they just had to hope. And like I said, limited utility, wanted to focus on the bomb site. It's a shame they overlooked that position. Only gives away 2 kills. Well, no, that was the only reason they lost the round. They still had a fighting chance there, but the damage inflicted. You can see Nuki down to 11, 9 there for Oscar as well. So, yeah, Nitro, really strong play. Throw that in once a half. It's going to be in their heads. Now they will have to start throwing utility at it. Going for the B rush here, though, and very difficult to make that work with just P250s. Bomb's already gone down. They haven't really answered back at all. You can see Liquid up for it. Oh, Oscar, he's having a bit of... Oh, no! Dear, you do have to get it right in the back if it's going to be the insta-kill. That is frustrating. That will be a little bit gut-wrenching for him, but still... It was just an eco, not the end of the world, but he could have got himself an extra $1,500.
Yeah, and I mean, for Oscar, who has so much influence when the expensive weapons are in his hands, that's a missed opportunity. Now going to get hunted down. Naf, the eco Cobra strikes.
It means he can't afford the AWP now.
Are you kidding?
He's got 4,300. He would have so much bank right now if he got that knife and had the AWP, but it's not going to be the case now. That is actually quite a massive point. Like, if he had the AWP now...
We don't know he was going to buy an AWP.
He was going to buy
on a T side of Vertigo, it's... I mean, yeah, okay,
He was going to buy one.
It's Oscar.
He was going to buy one. That's just going to be annoying for him. But still, we'll see what he can do.
Here it is again. It's just this... It has to be in the back and that little bit of a shoulder. It's just in the shoulder blade. Wasn't enough. Is the plan stand? 12 now to 8. Liquid, their CT side has looked rigid for the last 3. Strung them together. Closing in on the magic number. This was HellRaisers' pick. Need I remind you, the analyst desk did... Well, I wasn't gonna say right off, but the win conditions were limited for HellRaisers. They felt like Vertigo had to be theirs. If they pick this one up, over past 3rd, the picture's okay.
Yeah, this is what I always say. The underdog team should be focusing this map. While the top dogs aren't really specializing in it, definitely try and steal the map away. But for now, 12-8 in favor of Liquid. We'll see them have an MP9 out. It's a bit of a bonus situation of sorts, but a slow approach from Oscar here.
This could work.
No sniper for him, but he has got the headshot with the AK-47. Takes a lot of damage for it. Vulnerable to the spam and the grenades, of course. They are waiting for any sort of rotations from B at this stage.
They're drawing a lot of the CTs towards A. That bomb hasn't committed. Angel about to keep Stewie on the B site. HellRaisers, they're in no rush. They are in absolutely no rush. A smoke now does enable Angel and his teammate Lal to start to group up. Stewie's the one on the receiving end. These guys have been dueling on B on both sides. Now the boot is on the other foot. They boost through mid. All this presence on B, it's all to try and catch out these CTs. The bomb admittedly is on its way towards B, but with 20 seconds, I'm starting to get nervous. I'm sure Stewie is too. He doesn't know what's going on. Where have they gone? Nuki now suddenly shows his face on A. That's not where the bomb's going, though. The CTs, it's going to be a lesion. Stewie's going to be caught on the rotate. You can hear just that little bit of a step, the little bit of a shot. That's going to keep Stewie in place, but with 8 seconds, he does have a shot. Issa's going to be removing that from him, and just in the nick of time, HellRaisers pick up the 9th round. Whew. Just with 1 second on the clock.
Came right down to the wire there, but they managed to make it work. It is going to be HellRaisers. Is that their... since the Pistols, their first loss, 3 in a row. Seemed like there's still plenty of cash. Remember, they had like FAMAS's MP9 still there. Orb's going to come out for Nitro. Still not going to see it appear just yet for Oscar. They're going to have 5 AK still as moving to round number 22. 12-9 overall. This is the pick of HellRaisers. We'll see if they can claw their way back into what we do consider to be a T-sided map. So definitely a chance still to do so.
Boatloads of utility yet to throw. I think HellRaisers, they like that slower approach, running that clock down, letting Naf try one of his mid pushes, shutting that down, and then... Ooh, that setup from Elige. He's holding a nade for something. He wants to try and flash Stewie's peek on towards B, it looks like. Stewie, tentative. Here it comes. That's enough. That's plenty. Nothing immediately there. You don't want to go any lower.
Oh, looking for the shot towards the lower B area, but it's a striking in middle, detecting the threat from Naf, pushing in that area. 5 versus 4. Twist trying to get any sort of into he can for that smoke that's starting to dissipate now. He will have a shot in front of him. Oscar with a grenade out for now. Twist strikes, takes him down. Another player there, Nuki, trying to return the favor, but not going to happen. Twist is too good in those close range scenarios.
He looks so comfortable. Unfazed the fact that it was all on him there. Double from Twists. But with this as frag earlier, it does leave things in a 4 versus 3 as they start to group and gather towards the B stairs. It's a tough site to break, especially when Elige is going unchecked on middle. There is a smoke there for now. Here they come into Stewie's eye line, but the flash is perfect. Lowell responsible for it. They do get licked by the flame just a little too much. Stewie's damage as well does add up to a victory, 13-9. Getting ever closer to 16. Stewie's mad. That flash was perfect. Just as a body appeared on his screen, his screen goes white.
Well, you don't love to see it, but at the same time, Liquid certainly do. That's going to send the resources to HellRaisers into a disarray here. You're 13-9 down. The money's not great. And Elige is gunning them down with the AUG. We'll see.
He's so precise.
He really is. If there's any sort of investment here, it's Angel. Of all the players to go for the AK-47 right now, he wants to see if he can step up. There was no player survived from the previous. He invested everything he could. It's the hero AK.
All right.
Must be enough.
Angel, he's got a mission. He's got an intention. Nitro has an AWP, though. And as soon as he shows just a shoulder, that's a nice choice. Perhaps a fight more likely to win as he just tries to walk through. Twist gets him. And now an AK just sits idle. Nuki did manage to do some damage with the Desert Eagle, but now Twist, he's just got bloodlust. Look at him hunting down. He doesn't care. Carefree. Just like his luscious locks. 4 for him and 14 for Liquid.
Oh, this is do or die time now for HellRaisers on their map pick. It feels like it's slipping away. This the individual duels and general synergy of Team Liquid is just running away with this first map. All power for Oscar. We'll see whether this is going to be the difference maker. The finances haven't been there for him to really deploy it as of yet. Strong grenades from the CTs there. You can see absolute nukes being dropped as Twist gets ready for them to jump up through the window. Not going to happen though. He's hitting absolutely everything. It was Oscar that had that great first half from a 16 frags at one point. He's now on 18, so has slowed down on that T side. But he has the AWP for the first time now, and we want to see whether he can actually open things up. But it is a difficult prospect, but if anyone could make it work, it would be him. Checking for the boost. No one there for now, but there are CTs on the other side. The X-ray a little bit misleading. It's actually going to be Naf waiting for him. Double kill potential here. He wants it, and he delivers every single time, it seems, Alex.
Consistently finding these multi-frags. I'm actually going to have a quick look at those multi-frags as this round does look like Naf has got it all under control. Doesn't have to move too far, and he's found another. Twists is wrapping this one up, deciding what color that he wants the bow to be. And now match point. Plenty of them for Team Liquid. Vertigo, this was HellRaisers kind of... it was their shot. Their shot in the dark. They've got overpass, and it's a very powerful overpass. The stats don't lie, and that is, I think, I want to check if it's still 100%. Yep, last 3 months, they have truly not lost this overpass. It's a very scary map. Angel, of course, with his previous roster, so prolific on it, but they may not see it. Inferno next, Henry. They need this.
Inferno, the pick of Liquid.
HellRaisers need to win Vertigo. This is the series right now, and they've got a shotgun and a Galil.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works out.
We'll see. It's the shotgun, the pistols, the Galil. They have got some grenades. Twist this time towards the sandbag's position. It will be extinguished, and he is there alone for now. Nitro providing a bit of utility to assist him out of positioning. See, Twist doesn't want to move just yet. They will be waiting for that. Yeah, so they're just going to allow him to be there still. They'll have to use another Molotov potentially, and I assume they'll be fine with that. Is Twist still in position? Yeah, he's got his own smoke, so he's just trying to bait out the utility. Right? You're going to stay there as being a nuisance. I guess you're vulnerable to the HEs, but they don't seem to have those right now. Ambitious shotgun shot coming in from Oscar, and the B-split looks likely here. Stewie might not be ready for it. Sits by the pillar for now at the servers. Lots of action around him, but does find safety towards the servers.
And now Oscar, that shotgun. This is exactly the kind of range where that Nova can do damage. Looking to go supernova. It's only in the shoulder. Naf just using the P250. He's got an AWP on his back and chooses to pull that out now. In pursuit of 16, Liquid, they are locked out of B at this moment in time. Twists on his way towards the stairs. The weaponry's not great. The utility's not great. It's going to be down to HellRaisers just putting crosshairs on heads. Element of surprise a big part of this as well, but I do think Liquid are going to be giving this one up. They don't need to run into scary corners with CZ75s, and instead they'll just take a couple of weapons on the exit.
We'll see if Twist can even find this kill. Nuki trying to do everything he can to stay alive at this point. They exit the bomb site. Doesn't look like Twist will get much more than one, though. Good effort, nice position, but HellRaisers will find double digits here, but 3 players survive on the Liquid side. 15-10 now. HellRaisers with a very difficult buy, including a Nova shotgun. Will stay alive here. It's going to go to round number 26. They'll buy what they can, of course, and try and keep the dream alive here. We have 3 AWPs on the Team Liquid side. You don't see that too often, and I'm fine with it. We'll see what they can do. Stewie 2K, Nitro, and Naf with the sniper rifles here.
CT side Vertigo, of course, we talked about it, saying there isn't that many options for a CT-sided AWP, but let's find out what 3 of them are.
Yeah, I guess you've got sniper decks.
Aggressive B, middle. 1 mid, 1 on Goblin.
Yeah, we'll see if Stewie can open things up. He definitely wants to have a little probe around, and that's the angle that's the problem. He can be spotted from the T's beneath. Naflight gives up the fact he has the sniper towards middle after the flashbang comes in. Molotov is sandbag, smoke towards middle as well. And Naf is in a lot of trouble. He holds by the door, but he is not inside it.
Boost. That is brave. Thinks he's got them. Oh, no. They're doing it.
Might actually have him.
If this is Issa as well, their rivalry, it's just got so much worse. He's the same guy, the same character, jumped around the corner with an MP9, killed Issa before. And 26 frags in round 26. The man's consistent. 101 ADR, and I think HellRaisers, they might want to put Naf in room 101. And so they have to overcome a disadvantage as he just crouches in a smoke with a P250. So difficult to force this man out of a position. Any cheesy moves you've got, he's ready for them.
Nice work from Oscar, though, trying to keep the dream alive here. There's going to be 2 kills towards middle. They're not out of this round just yet. 40 seconds remain, 3 CTs also. He'll have the AWP in his hands now, and he's pretty good with that weapon, I've heard. As he'll hold the sandbags there. Misses the first shot, but he was blind. 19 HP as Nuki will start to make his way towards the A side. It's all about Oscar just showing presence. He's trying to make as much noise as possible. He's not trying to show any stealth. He might even fire off a random shot in the second just to say, I'm over here, but they're not taking the bait at all. Liquid have rotated over. It's still a man disadvantage for now, but Oscar not really part of the equation. So if they go quickly, they could actually do this. We'll see. Good spray from Nuki, gets 2. That should be round, as Nitro will do whatever he can. Lovely work. And remember, the backstab from Oscar is coming. And I'm not sure Nitro will even get past Laul at this point. We'll see. Not going to happen. AK-47 headshot delivered, and it will be 15-11. And money should be broken at this point. Not quite. You have a few players with 6K.
Triple AWP. On match point, they lose it. There's now AWP flowing into the veins of Oscar. HellRaisers, that gap. I mean, it's 4 rounds. How many have they had this half? It has been 4. They have to do everything they've done up until this point back to back. That's it. That's a tough objective. 1 round at a time and all those cliches. Double AWPs back out. Org, FAMAS, and a cheeky pistol for Stewie. Issa, he's going to hate that.
He was the one to go up, send to his death. And same story for Stewie here. The buy does come through for Liquid, but it's Laul to open things up here. And Snapfly with the AWP once more. This time it will be on the B bomb site after Stewie goes down. You can see Angel looking towards that catwalk position. You do not get as much vision on the T side. It's very difficult to spot players there. CTs have a big advantage. They're looking down, but that's if they're looking down. So you still can catch them off.
Bye-bye, cones. And hello, competitive Counter-Strike. My goodness. HellRaisers, they're not going down without a fight. That's a tough line to cross. If you want mid-control, you've got to walk straight into Nitro. He doesn't miss that shot. You have to flash, you have to smoke. They do neither, and Issa, once again, his adventures in middle are met with bullets. There is a gap for Oscar to exploit. It's unlikely Nitro is going to extend, though, and therefore he starts his crawl. The majority of his team doing quite the same over towards A.
Well then. Molotovs exchange, but time running out. 1 more round for Liquid will take the map pick of HellRaisers in their favor. It's going to be the B bomb side. They're not being quiet about it either. They've had to throw in the Molotov. If Naf gets 1 of these kills, that should be enough. Lovely movement though. That's actually at least avoided the first, but Elige is just finding every single headshot at this point. Laul has to deliver in a massive way. It's going to be Nuki to open things up, but I feel like we might be done here. 10 seconds remain. Needs to get the plant and 3 kills here. Not going to happen, and the final frag comes in.